So what is going on here? Well, a lot of mess, but there's a transmission sitting over there with my hoist that I got, and then this is my little support. Engine's dropped about 4 inches on the driver's side to get it out. Wasn't too hard, just a lot of thrashing. I've got water pumps and oil coolers and all kinds of things that I've sort of jammed in there that make it a little harder than normal maybe to get access to it, but it's out. So I want to show you what's going on. I took it out because I thought the pressure plate bolts were loose, and I was right. There we are, and they are loose as hell. I think this may have been where all the problems may have started in the engine, is that these backed off because I was drag racing. And I'll pull the bolts out in a second to see if I've elongated the pressure plate holes and damaged the pressure plate beyond repair or use. I don't think so, but yeah, I think drag racing and slipping the clutch was a bad idea. Anyway, I've got the ARP. I'll show the ARP high strength bolts to replace those anyway. And I'm just going to pull this out. So, I don't know. I mean, I barely used this clutch, but I've got maybe 1 millimeter of standoff on that side and maybe 1.5 to 2 on the second side. I just, I guess I fucking ate the clutch by slipping the shit out of it at the drag strip. So, note to self, don't fucking do that next time. Anyway, I'll ask Josh whether he thinks that that's still usable. I'd kind of like to put this thing back together, but I'll wait until I get the green light from him saying that this clutch has still got miles on it, because I can freshen up. I'm sure it's got some miles left. It's just that pulling the frigging transmission out all the time is not my idea of fun. Anyway, I'm going to pull the bolts out now and see how the holes look. So here's my problem. I'm actually unable to pull the pressure plate off because the metal has been heated to the point where it's melted around the crankshaft snout, and it's either the crankshaft itself has been ripped up or the pressure plate has, or both. But they're not. It's not physically welded, but it's stuck. I'm just like trying to move against the crank, but I can't pull it off right now. So I may have to take a Dremel tool and very carefully grind some of that metal away and see if I can then pry this off. So let's see how much damage is in there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it got ugly. I had to cut off the pressure plate. It had banged up the snout pretty good and made it impossible to knock it off, even though I hit it 1,000 times with a big hammer. So yeah, it's I've had to hit it. I cut. You can see I damaged it a little bit, but there's nothing I could do. I had to cut through it, and it's very difficult with the mask and everything on under the car. Profiled it and cleaned it up with a handsaw, and it'll be okay for the new assembly. It's just not very pretty. So Ultimate GTI has had its first war wounds in a big way. Here I am leaving Vancouver Island, heading back to Vancouver. We've had an incredible summer.